Right, welcome back to another game of On-Base Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of On-Base. In this game, we're going to play Game 4 of our 2023 National League Division Series replay. This is the first series between Atlanta and Miami. Atlanta will be at Miami in this game for Game 4. They lead the series 2-1 and are looking to close out this best-of-5 in Game 4. Miami's going to send Jesus Luzardo to the mound on 4 days rest, and the Braves are going to send Strider to the mound on 4 days rest, hoping to close this one out. The other options are to do a bullpen game for Atlanta. I don't think that in a 5-game series you're probably just going to need the 3 pitchers, so they're going to go with that. I think that that's mostly what people would do at this point. So let's go through the starting lineups for Atlanta. It's going to be Acuna leading off, playing right field. Riley at third base is hitting second. Olsen at first base is hitting third. We're going to flip-flop Ozuna and Albies, so Ozuna bats in the cleanup spot in this game. Albies is a switch hitter playing second base. He'll hit fifth. We're going to start Sean Murphy in this one at catcher. Michael Harris the second, not Michael the Harris, but Michael Harris the second is in center field. I think for some reason I was calling him Robert Harris. That was one of my friends from college. He's not Robert Harris. He's Michael Harris. And Orlando Arcia, he was going to be playing shortstop. He's hitting 8th. And Kevin Pillar gets another start against another left-hander, and he'll be batting 9th. Once they go to the bullpen, if they have to go to the bullpen, then might be bringing in Eddie Rosario for Pillar. It's going to be an upgrade as far as the offense is concerned. It's Spencer Strider on the mound. He can go 24 batters is his stamina, and 286 is his Sierra. So he's going to be pitching out of this first column. And for the Marlins, it's going to be leading off. Arise is going to be playing second base and leading off. Soler is the number 2 hitter. So definitely your top 2 hitters are batting first and second here. Josh Bell is going to be playing first base. He's a switch hitter. Move him up to the 3rd spot and put Berger down in the cleanup spot. So Berger playing 3rd base and hitting cleanup. Sanchez in right field. He's a left-handed bat. Birdie is playing short. He's batting 6th. Chisholm Jr. still keeping him down in the 7th hole. He's a left-handed bat with speed at the bottom of the order. De La Cruz is in left field, and Nick Fortis gets the start at catcher. All right, so this is going to be our lineups, and we're ready to get started. Jesus Luzardo is on the mound. 23 is his stamina, and 369 is his Sierra. So he'll be pitching out of this second column here. All right, I think we're good to go. First inning is ready to get underway. It's going to be Acuna, Riley, and Olsen. Miami looking to extend this to a deciding Game 5. Atlanta trying to put away the Marlins in this one in Game 4. 66 to Acuna, so it's nothing on the pitcher side. For Acuna, that's going to be a base hit right to a little bouncer, a scorcher through the left side. And Acuna's on at first. Let's go ahead and try to steal with him. Anytime he's on base, we're going to try to send him. So 1-7, he's going to be safe. Oh my gosh, they just keep throwing him out. Man, I don't know how that's possible, but he just hasn't been able to steal bases. I don't know. It's like almost 80% chance that he'll make it. But Austin Riley to the plate now. He's a 24 batting runs. So 23 is going to be a ground out, but we do have an error check. So we're going to check the error on the shortstop Birdie. That's a 2. Birdie is a plus fielder, so no error on the play. So he knocks it down, gets it over to first, and that's going to be out number 2. Nice play by Birdie. Brings up Matty Olson. Olson not having a great series, looking for something to break out here, but this is going to be a fly out. I'm sorry. For him, that's going to be a walk. For normally, it's going to be a strikeout. Sorry. So that'll be a walk, 2-out walk for Matty Olson. He has been drawing some of those. And that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna, 29 batting runs in 2023. 12 will be a ground out, and that's going to go to the shortstop, Birdie, who's going to go the long way. 6-3 on the putout, and the Braves are out in the first inning. They strand one at first. Ronald Acuna gets thrown out stealing, and we head to the bottom of the first inning, no score. For the Marlins, it's going to be Arise, Soler, and Josh Bell. A 34, probably good things here. To Arise, a 34 is going to be a home run chance, or a strikeout. If it's an 8, it's a 4. And just like that, Arise goes deep. And that is a solo home run to start the game off of Spencer Strider. Wow. Marlins take a 1-0 lead. Here's another deep fly ball. This one goes out to right center field. It's going to stay in the park, and the center fielder, Michael Harris II, is going to chase that one down and make the out for out number 1. 1 down and 1 in for the Marlins. It's Josh Bell to the plate. Bell with a ground out here. That's going to be hit hard, but right at the second baseman, Albies. He picks it, gets it over to first, and that's going to be out number 2. Jake Berger to the plate, another ground ball. This one right back to the pitcher. Nice play there by Spencer Strider as he gets it over to first, and that'll be out number 3. But the Marlins dent the scoreboard first as they take a 1-0 lead heading into the top of the second inning. For the Braves, it's going to be Albies, Murphy, and Harris. Albies is a 20 batting run, so that means this is going to be a fly out to left field as he pokes it out to straightaway left. That's going to be a can of corn out there for De La Cruz, who makes the out for out number 1. Brings up Sean Murphy, right-handed catcher. Definitely one of the best catchers in the game. A plus. Doesn't seem to describe his defensive abilities appropriately. He's more like plus or plus. One of the best catching arms in the league for sure. So he is going to ground out here, and that goes to second base. Let's check the error there. No error. And the second baseman is Arise. He makes a good throw to first, and that's going to be out number 1. Sorry, out number 2. Michael Harris II stands in. Harris gets on base. He's got good speed. 15 to a 10 is going to be a base hit through the left side. So Harris shoots one the other way, and he's at first with 2 outs. I'm going to keep trying to steal, and so Harris is safe at a 1-6. And he's in there just ahead of the tag, and that's going to be a stolen base. And the importance of that is on a base hit, he can score automatically. So let's see if Arcia can come through. Arcia. 55. 55 is going to be a foul out, and that is a foul out to the catcher, who throws off his mask. He waits under it, and we're going to say FO2 for a foul out to the catcher, and that's 3 outs in the inning. So Arcia frustrated with the opportunity, and we head to the top or the bottom of the second. 1-0 is our score. Miami ahead. Sanchez, Birdie, and Chisholm up for the Marlins. A 44 to Sanchez is going to be a base hit. That goes through the right side as he pulls one in between first and second base. Sanchez now on base, and Birdie up to the plate. 34 to Birdie is going to be a double as he hits one deep to center field. It goes past Michael Harris, and that's going to put runners at second and third with 1 out or nobody out as they hold up the runner at third. Josh Chisholm Jr. to the plate. This will be a fly out. It goes to right field. This will be Ronald Acuna out there who makes the play. Actually, we don't know if he makes the play. He does. Okay. So this will be a fly out to right. All the runners are going to hold with Acuna's arm. That brings up De La Cruz to the plate. Left-handed bat. 26. That's going to be a strikeout from Spencer Strider, his first K of the game. As De La Cruz swings through a fastball up and in. Can't catch up. And that leaves it up to Nick Fortis. The base hit scores 2. But instead he is going to strike out as well. Fortis goes down swinging helplessly at the slider on the outside corner, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Fish strand 2 in the second inning. Still 1-0 Miami as we head to the top of the 3rd. It'll be Pilar and then back to the top of the order with Acuna and Riley. Pilar's going to fly out. This is hit deep to left field, going back. And at the track is, who is that? De La Cruz. De La Cruz, he'll make the play on the warning track. And a long, loud out for Pilar. And it's Ronald Acuna to the plate. He's 1 for 1. He got thrown out stealing in his first plate appearance. He's going to ground out here. A 15 is a ground out to the second baseman. A rise over to first is going to make the out for out number 2. Austin Riley to the plate. He's a 24 batting runs. He's going to be a victim of a strikeout here. And he goes down swinging. So Luzardo gets his first strikeout of the day. And a lot of contact in this game, but not many runs. So 1-0 is our score as we head to the bottom of the third. And for the Marlins, it's going to be back to the top of the order with Arise and Soler. 35 to Arise is going to be a strikeout as Spencer Strider gets his third. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for the Major League strikeout leader in 2023. Jorge Soler to the plate. He's going to fly out to left center field. Chasing it down is Chisholm. Let's see if he makes the play. He does. And that's going to be out number, or I'm sorry, that was Michael Harris. That's going to be out number 2. So what we do on, it says here, it's a ground out plus or a fly out plus, or sometimes you see a single plus. And a plus sign means an error check, and it's got a little what you should do here. So if the player's defensive value is negative, then when you re-roll, if the D10 is a 1 or a 2, that's an error. If the player's defensive value is a positive, so for Harris there, it would have had to be a 1. So they only make an error on a 1. If they're positive, they make an error on a 1 or 2 if they're negative defensive value. So that's sort of the quick and easy way to play. And 2 down now. Josh Bell to the plate. He grounded out to Ozzie Albies' first at bat. 14 is going to be a walk. So that's a 2-out walk to Josh Bell. And standing in is Berger. Berger with a ground out in his first at bat. He's going to ground out here too as he hits one. A 2-hopper to second base. Ozzie Albies, no problem. Gets it over to first. And that's out number 3. So we got 3 down in the books. It's 1-0 Miami on a solo home run, leadoff solo home run from Arise. And that's where we stand, 1-0 Miami as Atlanta comes to a bat. It's Olsen, Ozuna, and Albies in the 4th. A 15 to Matty Olsen is going to be a ground out. He hits it hard, but right at Josh Bell at first. Bell's going to flip to the pitcher covering, and that's out number 1. Brings up Ozuna. Ozuna grounded out to short in his first at bat. 14 is going to be a base knock as he hits one right back up the middle on the ground. And the center fielder Chisholm gets it in. Ozuna at first with Albies coming to the plate. Albies hit into a fly out in his first at bat. 15 is going to be a ground out. That goes to short. We're going to take the out at second base. That's all they're going to get. So that's the fielder's choice. We're going to go 6-4 on the putout. And Albies is at first base. Let's see if we can steal him into scoring position. 1-6, he's going to be safe. And it's a 5, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. So Albies in scoring position for Murphy. Base hit, scores 1, and ties up the ball game. Let's see if Murphy can do it. A 35 is not going to get it done, as that will be a strikeout for Murphy as he swings through the pitch. And that's out number 3. So the Braves strand 1 in scoring position in the 4th. They're still down 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Sanchez, Birdie, and Chisholm Jr. for the Marlins. 44 to Sanchez. Sanchez 1 for 1. He's going to be 2 for 2 as he shoots one through the left side. And Sanchez on at first with Birdie coming to the plate. Birdie with a double last time. Here he's going to strike out against Spencer Strider. That's strikeout number 4 for Strider as he swings through a fastball and can't catch up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. flied out to right in his first at bat. This time he's going to strike out. So it's back-to-back Ks for Strider as he gets Chisholm on a fastball as well. And let's see if he can strike out the side with De La Cruz. De La Cruz struck out in his first at-bat, and he's going to get the treatment again. And so Spencer Strider, after a leadoff single, strikes out the side, and that's going to strand a runner at first. So Miami takes a 1-0 lead into the top of the 5th inning. It'll be the bottom of the order for the Braves. Harris, Arce, and Pilar. Jesus Luzardo pitching really well. No issues with his stamina at this point. An 11 is going to be a strikeout. Little breaking ball. Freezes Michael Harris and gets him on the strikeout. That's out number 1. Harris now 1 for 2. Arcia fouled out with a man in scoring position back in the 2nd inning. Here he's going to hit a fly ball that goes out to right field, straightaway right. The error, there's no error. And so the right fielder Sanchez is going to make the play. That's out number 2. And that brings up Kevin Pilar, the left fielder, platoon left fielder for the Braves. 14 for Pilar is going to be a walk, so 2-out walk. He's going to bring up the man of the hour, Ronald Acuna. Acuna 1 for 2. He's a 64 batting runs hitting out of this highest column here, a 34. 34 to someone in that column is going to be a fly out as he flies out down the left field line. Coming in hard is De La Cruz to the line, and he'll make the play just in fair territory. That's out number 3. So the Braves go down in the 5th. They leave 1 on, and they're still down 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Nick Fortis leads off for the Fish in this one. He's going to strike out. That'll be a strikeout swinging. And all of a sudden we're at 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks for Spencer Strider, who has worked up a lather clearly, and he is taking care of business against the Marlins. 14 against Arise is going to be a base hit. So he's going to hit that one past Matty Olson at first. Getting to the ball quickly is the right fielder Acuna and holds him to a single. So Arise at first with 1 out, and Soler coming to the plate. Soler takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Can't believe it. Believe it, baby. That is strikeout number 8 for Spencer Strider. And Josh Bell comes to the plate with an opportunity to drive in a run. He's going to hit a single here. That's right back up the middle. Line drive through the box. And that'll move the runner to third base with 2 outs. And runners at the corners now. For the Marlins, Jake Berger to the plate. Berger silent so far today. 26, he's going to be silent again as he strikes out swinging. That is strikeout number 9 for Spencer Strider. And we head to the top of the 6th inning as Strider eliminates that threat. 1-0 is our score, and the Braves send Riley, Olson, and Ozuna to the plate. Probably only a couple more times they get to send these guys to the plate. Let's see if they can come through. Austin Riley at 45 is going to be a base hit as he shoots one past the first baseman. Bell can't get to it, and they're going to hold him to a single. The right fielder Sanchez there to send him back to the bag after a big turn, but Riley is at first with Matty Olson. Now if Matty Olson rolls a 45, we got a different ball game. 34 to Matt Olson though is a fly out. Again, 34 here would have been a home run. 34 here is a fly out. They just flip-flop. 45 would have been a home run for Matt Olson. They did that in game number 1 too. All right, so it's going to be a fly out. That's going to go to right field. No problem out there for Sanchez as he makes the catch. No advance from the runner. And it's going to be Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna 1 for 2 on the day. 14 to Ozuna is going to be a base hit. That's in the hole on the right side as he shoots it through. And that's going to be Riley to second base. Not going to try to get him to third on that. He's just a 4 speed. Brings up Albies to the plate. Albies on with a fielder's choice last time. He's going to strike out here. And that's a strikeout looking against Luzardo. Takes a tough pitch. Calls strike 3, and 2 down now for Murphy with 2 on. See if Murphy can come through with a big hit. He hits it high and deep to left center field. On the run is the left fielder De La Cruz, and he's going to make the catch on the run in the gap, and that is going to be out number 3. So the Braves leave 2 in the 6th. They're running out of opportunities here against Luzardo. Luzardo's at 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's officially past his stamina, and he would have to move down to this column in the next inning. Strider at 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. So he can have another inning at his normal strength, which is here, but then he would be moving down to where Luzardo started. So position of strength for the Braves to have somebody coming from column 1. Let's see how this all works out. Strider's going to face off against Sanchez, Birdie, and Chisholm. If he gets knocked out of this inning, it doesn't matter how long it can go. 22 is nothing off of Strider's column. For Sanchez, 22 is going to be a double or a triple if the D9 is an 8 or greater. That is, it's a 9. That's going to be a 3-bagger for Sanchez. So he hits one down the right field line. Acuna has some trouble with it, and Sanchez at third with nobody out. We're going to leave Spencer Strider in to pitch to these guys. Not going to walk anybody. At 25 is going to be a fly ball. That's to right field. That'll be, oh, let's see if it's an error. Okay, no error on the play. So that's a fly out to right field. Sanchez only a 4. And we're going to let Chisholm and De La Cruz have a couple of cracks at this. 24 is going to be a strikeout, as it's a double play or a strikeout. No double play available, so that's going to be a strikeout swing. De La Cruz to the plate. Hold on a second, let me check their lineups. Alright, we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Actually, we're going to replace De La Cruz in left field with Garrett Hampson, and put Hampson in left. He's a utility player. Most of the Marlins players are not outfielders. Most of their bench players are infielders, and so we're going to go. That actually moves him from a -7 to a 0, which moves him from this column to this column. So we actually go up a column, and they're looking for some sort of knockout punch here. Hampson has actually been good off the bench. Good again, as a 34 is going to be a double into the left center field gap, and Hampson has been money for the Marlins as he drives in another run. He had a couple of good games in the Philadelphia series as well. Big important hits in close games, and that's what he's done here. It's going to bring Nick Fortes to the plate. Fortes is 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. He's going to walk here, and that's going to put runners at first and second for a rise. Hoping for another big strikeout, just kind of get him out of the inning. 24, that's exactly what you're going to get. With 2 down, that's going to be a strikeout swing. And Strider finishes off the inning, having given up only 1 run. 2-0 now, Miami, as we head to the top of the 7th inning. We're going to have to get a new pitcher for the Marlins, so let's bring in somebody from the bullpen. Alright, it's going to be tough sledding for the Braves, as they are going to have to face 3 very tough left-handers. So the bridge to the end of the game is going to be Tanner Scott, Nardi, Andrew Nardi, and then AJ Puck, the closer. Nardi and Puck both with multiple saves throughout the year, and Tanner Scott as well. So, all right, that's going to close the book on Luzardo. Luzardo goes 6 innings. He gives up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 1, 2, 3, 4 Ks. So excellent start for him. He is on the hook for the win. And let's see if this Marlins bullpen can shut things down. They're going to face Harris, Arcia, and then I think I'm going to pinch hit for Pilar. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but maybe Eddie can do something in the game. I don't know. So at 36 is, and Scott is pitching out of the first column. 266 is his Sierra. His stamina is 4 batters. So a 36 is going to be a fly ball. That's going to be out to right field. No problem out there for Sanchez, as Harris now 1 for 3. Brings up Orlando Arcia. 15 is going to be a base hit as he smokes one through the left side in between short and third. So that's into left field. The left fielder Hampson now gets it in. Arcia at first, and let's go ahead and pinch hit with Eddie Rosario. So we're going to bring Eddie in to play left field. He is a left-handed batter, 0 batting runs, so we're going to bump ourselves up a column. We're hoping for a little lightning in the bottle here, with Eddie Rosario trading offense for defense and speed. So we'll see. Hopefully it pays off against Tanner Scott. Scott with 1 out, 1 on. A 14. That was a 2. 14 to Eddie is going to be a walk. And so now we have 2 on. That's patience by Rosario. Just for your knowledge, that would have been a walk for either of those players. So no advantage yet, but maybe later in the game. So we got 2 runners on. There is 1 out, and Acuna and Riley coming to the plate. Let's see if the Braves have a little late inning magic in them. 7th inning, they're down 2-0. A 13 is going to be a ground out. That's going to go to second base. They're going to take the force out at second, which means Eddie is going to be out. On the ground ball, the fielder's choice, the runner Arcia will move up to third. Acuna is going to be safe at first. That'll be 4-6 on the put out. Do we dare try to steal with Acuna to get 2 into scoring position for Riley? Riley had a 2-run double in, what was it, game 1? Game 1, almost the same situation here. If the game was tied. All right, I can't hold Ronald back 1-7. It's a 77% chance of stealing the base. I just can't stop. So it was out of 2. Come on now. Oh my gosh. And that ends the inning. Oh my goodness gracious. Ah, golly. All right. Oh man. All right, bottom of the 7th inning. And Strider still in the game. Let's go ahead and go to the bullpen and get him out of the game. He went 6 innings. This is as much just to make sure that we don't give up any more runs, really. So he goes 6. He gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, 2 runs. He did walk 2 batters, but he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts. So a very Strider performance, 11 Ks in 6 innings. He's on the hook for the loss. And, yeah, I don't know. Let me see who we can bring in for the Braves. All right, new pitcher for the Braves is going to be Jesse Chavez, the veteran right-hander. He can go 4 batters for his stamina. 3.35 is his Sierra, so had another terrific year for the Braves. Pitching out of the first column, he replaces Strider. Strider 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Excellent game for Strider, who cannot win the game. He can only lose or have a no decision. So let's see if Chavez can keep things at bay. It's Soler, Bell, and Berger for the Marlins. And this is not going to be a good start. 34 is going to be a home run chance or a strikeout if it's an 8. It is a home run, and Soler goes big bombs to right center field. And that's going to give Miami a 3-run lead. Oh boy. All right, Josh Bell coming to the plate. Another fly ball. This one goes out to straightaway left. It's going to be Eddie Rosario out there. He makes the play. That'll be out number 1. That's a good sign there. So Chavez shakes off the home run and gets an out. Brings up Berger to the plate. Berger with a walk. Actually, he gets hit by the pitch. If it's a 1, it's a hit by pitch. If it's a 2 or greater, it's a walk. So runner at first base, 1 already in, and Sanchez to the plate. Sanchez 3 for 3 on the day. He's going to strike out here as he gets caught looking on a slide piece right off of the outside corner. So that's 2 down as Chavez gets a big second out. Got a runner at first base. Berger, no speed whatsoever, but may not matter here as Birdie with a 34 is going to double over the right fielder's head off the top of the wall. And that's going to be a 2-bagger with 2 outs. That's going to score the runner from first as he gets in just ahead of the throw. And the score is now 4-0. Brings up Jazz Chisholm Jr. A 23 is going to be a ground ball that goes to the first baseman, Olsen. Olsen will make the play and run it to the bag himself. That's out number 3. But Miami puts up 2 more. It's now 4-0. Miami over Atlanta. And we're going to continue to send out Marlin pitchers. And so let's get the new pitcher in the game. All right, new pitcher for the Marlins is going to be Andrew Nardi, 318 Sierra. So he'll be pitching out of this first column. He can go 4 batters. He's also a lefty, so it's like the all-lefty game. They're going to bring in Puck to save the game. He's also going to be a lefty. He replaces Scott. Scott 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs. He did have 1 walk and no strikeouts, but and was in a pickle. But the catcher Fortis threw them out of the inning. So we got Riley, Olsen, and Ozuna coming up for the Braves. So heart of the order. And let's see if they can do some damage against Nardi. A 66 is going to be a nothing here off the pitcher. 66 to a 24 is going to be a long single. Doesn't matter for Riley, who has a speed of 4, so he's going to stay at first base. 1 on now for Matty Olson. Let's see if Matty Olson can bring some thunder to the plate. 36 to Olson. It's going to be a fly ball out to left field. That's a lazy one, sort of a can of corn out there. And that'll be out number 1. No advancement from the runner at first. Ozuna to the plate. He's 2 for 3. A 56 is going to be a strikeout, and he is struck out swinging. So that's 2 down now with the runner at first base, and Ozzie Albies coming to the plate. Albies is 0 for 3, and he's going to be 0 for 4 as he grounds it right back to the pitcher. The pitcher with a toss over to first, and that's going to be the 3rd out as the Braves leave 1. In the 8th, they're running out of outs. They're down 4-0, and we are headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to get a new pitcher for Atlanta. All right, the new pitcher for the Braves is going to be A.J. Minter, the lefty. 306 Sierra, so he's coming out of the first column. That ends Chavez's day. 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. He had the Marlins down 2 outs with only 1 in with the home run from Soler, but then gave up the big double, 2-out double to Birdie. So tough one there. Because he hit Berger and put him on first base. So the bottom of the 8th inning, 4-0 is our score. Miami in control of this one so far, and it will be Hampson and Fortes, and then back to Arise. It's going to be a strikeout as De La Cruz takes one, Hampson takes a strikeout, and that's out number 1. He's 1 for 2. Fortes to the plate. He is 0 for 2. He's going to be 0 for 3. As he grounds out to the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And we head back to the top of the order. Arise is 2 for 4. He's got a single and a solo home run. He had a home run to lead off the game. A 24, he's going to add a strikeout swinging. So he struck out 3 times. That's the hat trick for him. But he's managed to squeeze in a couple of hits as well. All right, so we head to the top of the 9th inning. Good inning by Mentor there, by the way. And we head to the top of the 9th. The Marlins are going to send their closer out to the mound. It is A.J. Puck. He's a lefty. He can go 4 batters, and he is at 266. Is that right? Yeah, 266. So almost the same, well, the same as Tanner Scott, right? So the Marlins playing in the bullpen, working to perfection so far. We get 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout for Nardi, who provides some good relief in the 8th inning against the heart of this order. Got Murphy, Harris, and Arcia coming to the plate for the Braves. So still some lightning, some thunder, an opportunity to come back in this one, but it's a long shot at this point. 4-0, Sean Murphy to the plate. And they're going to need sort of a miracle here just to tie the game. That's going to be a ground ball that goes to the shortstop. Hot shot to Birdie, but Birdie handles it, gets it over to first, and gets the slow foot catcher, Murphy, for out number 1. Brings Michael Harris the second to the plate. Harris 1 for 3. That's a 14, and a 14 to a 10 is going to be a base knock as he rips one down the right field line past the first baseman, Bell. And he makes a big turn at first, but thinks twice and goes back to first. He's going to be at first base for Arcia. Arcia with a single in his last at bat. He's 1 for 3. A 56 is going to be a strikeout as Arcia swings through the fastball. Braves are down to their final out. It's going to be Eddie Roz. He has no official at bat. He walked in his first at bat. A 66 is going to keep the game alive at least, as that will be a long single, which all singles with 2 outs are long singles, so that's going to be nothing particularly special. Eddie only has a 3 speed, so he's not going to wind up at second base. But we do have runners at the corners for Ronald Acuna, who can make this really interesting if he rolls a 45. A 56 is close, but no cigar, and that is going to be out number 3 as Ronald takes a mighty cut, but that is going to be your ball game. So the Miami Marlins tie it up at 2 games apiece with a 4-0 shutout win of this Braves offense, who had all kinds of opportunities, and you're going to see that with the number of hits that they had. They just could not push a run across. Ronald Acuna gets thrown out stealing twice. Sometimes baseball is just ridiculous, man. So A.J. Puck comes in, 1 inning, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 Ks, and finishes that off. A.J. Mentor, he came in here. So 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, and 2 Ks. Strider will take the L, and Luzardo is going to get the win. I think he might get a hold, but I'm not sure that these 2 guys get anything with the 4-0 lead. So there might be some special save rules. I'm not sure. So we got a 4-0 is our score. So 10 hits, 4 runs on 10 hits for the Marlins. And I don't think they had any errors. I don't remember any in the game for them. And for the Braves, it's 6, 7, 9, no runs on 9 hits. And I also don't think they had any errors. So clean game by both teams. Who do you choose for a player of the game in this one? Arise had a good game. Soler had a decent game. Sanchez with a pretty good game. Nobody stands out necessarily, so we're going to get it to Jesus Luzardo on 4 days rest. Comes back and throws a nice start, 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 2 walks and 4 Ks. So we'll give that to Luzardo for his good start. And then the bullpen comes in and just completely shuts down the Braves offense. The Braves with opportunities in the 7th, 8th, and in the 9th, and just can't come up with the big hit. So that's it. Tied at 2-2. The series is, we go to game 4 or game 5 back in Atlanta, and that will be posted tomorrow. This is On Base Baseball. If you want to get this season, this is a 2023 season, and if you want to purchase that, you can go to clarkandaddisongaming.com. I'll put the link directly to On Base Baseball in the description. You can go and check out more about the game and the roster sheets, and you can watch some videos. Feel free to look at all the other games that I've played. There's a playlist here on the channel that you can find all of the games that we played so far in the 2023 postseason replay. It's a lot of games, and we're about 2 weeks in now of playing games, and so you can see all of the wild card series games, and then now we're into our first division series. So once this is finished, we'll move on to the Dodgers and the Brewers, and then we'll just keep making our way through the American League Division Series as well, on our way to the World Series at the end. Trying to see what it's going to look like. What is the playoff picture going to look like? Is Miami going to be this year's Arizona on the tabletop? It looks pretty good so far. They're scrappy. They're coming up with big hits, and they have a decent starting pitching. They got a good top 2, and we'll see if the Braves can defeat their number 2 pitcher, Braxton Garrett. They had a real difficult time in the first game. They lost in 16 innings, 4-3, but Garrett held them without a run after the 3rd inning. They scored 1 in the 3rd, and zeros for the rest of the game. So we'll see how this turns out for the Bravos, and hopefully they can get by Miami and into the championship series, but we'll have to see. All right, that's it from Miami. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. It's super easy. If you watch more than a few of these videos, that probably means you're interested in the content, so just click subscribe and you'll be notified whenever there's new video content on this channel. Sometimes I post about football, sometimes I post about baseball. The Clark and Addison Gaming Company is not only about one sport, we do multiple sports. So football, baseball, basketball, golf is on the horizon. There's lots of different sports out there that we're interested in making games for. So follow us, subscribe, and if you just like the content, you stumbled across this and you like the video, just give it a thumbs up. That's a super easy way as you pass by us to help us out. And if it's been entertaining or helpful to understand on-base baseball, just give it a thumbs up. That's super easy. Smash that like button, as the really popular guys say. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.